Hey, how's it going? Kenny here, and welcome back to the Austrian adventure and to the start of season 4. We face local rivals Rapid Vienna away from home in our fifth league match of the season. Well, the season started off really well. We've won our first four league games of the season, sitting joint top with Salzburg and Lask. Rapid Vienna down in sixth place. They ain't started off too well. But anyway, new season, new transfers. Been some exciting transfers again this season, which I'm very, very happy about. One thing to note, first of all, is, of course, Babic. I agreed to sign him last January. He'll be joining us on the 1st of January. I'm very much looking forward to that. He looks like a really, really good player. We just played against Babic as well, by the way. We'll get to that in a second. But yeah, very excited to see him come on the 1st of January. Can't wait to see him come to the club. Such an exciting player. 17 only. And he looks like an absolute beast already, doesn't he? He'll be 18 when he joins us. Though. But anyway, to the new transfers. And the first player to join us was Filip Ristinic, who's actually a player from Admira Wacker Modeling. I signed him for £6 million. It might sound a bit stupid signing a player from Admira Wacker Modeling for £6 million, but he is really, really good. Really good at this level. I'm quite surprised he's playing for them, to be honest. I had to pay £6 million for him. I think we had to pay a little bit more because us and Admira Wacker Modeling are actually rivals. I wasn't actually aware of that. I actually think Admira Wacker Modeling are the third biggest club in Vienna. Maybe I'm completely wrong, but I'm pretty sure that is a thing I read there. So that's why we had to pay £6 million for him. But anyway, he's just a very good player, as you see here. He's a very, very good player. He's only 20 years of age as well, which is great. So hopefully he can get better. He can play on the left. He can play attacking midfield. He can play up front as well. He's mainly going to be our left winger. He started off the new season great already. He's already got 2 goals and assists in 3 games in the league. So yeah, I'm very, very happy to get him. Worth £6 million. He's now worth 12.5 to 17 million. He got 11 goals last season for Admira Wacker Modeling. He got 21 the season before, so he did really well in that season. And yeah, just looks like a great player. I'm very, very happy to get him in. So he was the first signing for £6 million. We actually got a bit of money to spend this season as well. And the financial status at the club has really, really improved. And us going far in Europe, a couple of seasons, winning the league as well, winning the Austrian FA Cup really has helped with the finances quite a lot. So the finances are looking a lot healthier these days. And we actually get some money to spend and some money in the wage budget as well, which really does help. So Ristinac was the first signing. Other players have joined us. Well, Martin Satriano has joined us from Dortmund for 3.4 million. He's a new striker. He's very, very exciting. As you see here, overall, he's very good. The only thing to say about him, though, is he hasn't played a lot in his career. He's 23 now. You see, he's only played 34 games in total. Inter Milan are basically just rotted him in the reserves, basically. I don't know what they've done to him, to be honest. Never played a game for Nacional, which is quite bizarre. Never played a game for Inter Milan. When you start off for match 2022, he's never played a professional game, which is just so bizarre. He goes on loan to Brest. He got 18 goals in 26 games there in the League, which is not bad going at all. He then signed for Dortmund for 4.9 million. Couldn't get any games there either, even though he played 4 games, got 2 goals and 2 assists. No surprise they've got Haaland up front. I don't know if he was up front in that season, but anyway, didn't play too often there. And he's finally joined us. He scored 3 goals in his first 4 games for us as well, but he's very, very inexperienced, but he's a very, very good player. Very happy to give in. No catch of Uruguay as well, so hopefully he can start developing a little bit, even though he's 23, with some game time. But very, very happy to give in. He's expensive wages, 18k a week, but when I saw him pop up, comparing with Shuradov, he comes out a lot better. So I had to get him in and, paid a little bit of the odds for him, but he looks like a very, very good player to me. Also, another exciting player I've signed is Thiago Oliveiro. He's another youngster, 800k compensation if he had all the big teams you could think of after him. He was on my radar for a while, and when I saw what teams were after him, I decided, you know what, let's just go in for him. Let's go in for him. No one else went in for him, thank God. And we got him. I'm very excited to get him in. Another ball midfielder. He's only 17 as well, about to turn 18 in a couple of months, but he's very, very good. And he started off very well as well. 3 games, he got 7.37, so very, very exciting times to get him in as well. He's a brilliant, brilliant player. Also, another one. A player has rejoined us. Alexander Jukic, of course, we sold him at the start of last season. He's back. He's back with the club on loan. I think, you know what, it's only been a season since he's gone, but I think we've gone on to better things now, to be honest, with Jukic. So I don't want to bring him back permanently. I'm paying a lot for his wages, 28k a week. But we can afford it these days, so that's fine for a season. Optional future fee of 4.8 million, but as I said, I don't know if I'll bring him back, to be honest. We're looking at bigger and better players than Jukic these days. He's got 4 caps for Austria now, which is great, and 3 goals. Tottenham, well, as you see here, Tottenham signing for us for 5.25 million. Didn't get a single game in the league last season, which is a bit harsh, has to be said. He made 2 appearances off the bench in the cup, which is, yeah, it's just been ruined basically, hasn't he? He's been ruined, the poor sod. He's back here with us though. He played 3 games already in the league, got a goal, 7.07. Mainly as a backup to Chukwemeka this season. We got on loan again. But Djukic is a very good player for us, of course. He did really well for us in the first 2 seasons. So happy to see him back. But I probably won't make his deal permanent, I have to be honest. And also the final signing I've made is Janis Blaswich. He joins us from Red Bull Leipzig for 800k. He's a backup goalkeeper. He's quite good. As a backup goalkeeper, he's quite good. He puts pressure on Fruchtel for the season as well. He's 33 years of age, so not a normal signing I'd make, but we needed a better backup goalkeeper. George Hesser, I decided to loan him out this season. He's about to turn 18. Need to get him some development because hopefully he'll be our number 1 in the future down the line. He's doing well as well. He's on loan at a First Division club. So I needed a backup goalkeeper because the player I called up for the Young Violets Austria, he was nowhere near up to standard. And Fruchtel, he's known to get injuries. He's got a couple of injuries in every single season, basically. Obviously, one season he broke his leg, so kind of having a backup goalkeeper who's 1 star, 1.5 star. Needed to bring a backup goalkeeper in. Blaswich was the guy. He's here, obviously not a long-term solution, just as a short-term option here at the club. But yeah, he's a very good goalkeeper as backup this level, so very happy to get him in as well. So made some good signings, of course, strengthened the striker position with Satriano. Obviously, Ristanic is coming as well from Admira Wacker Modelling there on the left. Oliveiro, great potential player. Djukic is back at the club and a backup goalkeeper. And also, of course, forget his name now, Babic. Babic is joining us in January as well. So very happy with the signings we've made. In terms of the players that have left us, none left us there. First player to leave us was George Hesser. He's gone to Grazer AK on loan for the season. He's playing in the First Division, already starting to develop, which I like to see. He's still only 17. He'll be 18 at the start of October there, so still plenty of room to develop. Played 5 games already. 4 conceded, got 7.02, so he's doing really well in the First Division for now, and hopefully he continues to develop in the rest of the season as well, so that's great. Also, Matthias Brunauda has gone to Dinamo Dresden for 235k. He's no good at all. He's absolutely terrible, in fact. Before I started this series, I did a bit of research about Austria Vienna, and I think I came to the conclusion that Brunauda was one of the highest prospects, if not the highest prospect, so maybe on FM23 he'll look a lot better, but here he's just nowhere near good enough. Had to get some money for him. He's terrible. He's absolutely terrible for us. And he hasn't developed at all. Not at all since I've been here. So, yeah, time for him to leave. He's not good enough for us. You just compare him with our new backup. I say backup, but more of a rotation player, Oliveira, ball midfielder. Oliveira is 5 years younger and he's just a mile better than him. So, yeah, happy to see the backup Brunauda. Also, Marvin Martin's gone on loan to Academica for the season. Tried to sell him, but no one was interested in signing him permanently. So I decided to loan him out. He's got Academica. He's nowhere near good enough for us. Anytime he comes into the team, he doesn't really impress him. I'm saying that, actually. He's got quite a decent average rating. Maybe I'm doing a bit of disservice there to Martins. But yeah, he's just not good enough for me. So I tried to sell him. No one's interested in him, but his contract expires end of the season. He's on loan at Academica, so he'll be gone end of the season nonetheless. Also, Denis Dizarovic has gone on loan to SK in St. Polten for the season. Still holding out a little bit of hope for him, but I think it's starting to diminish a little bit. He's not developing rapidly enough, to be honest. And he's 20 years of age now, so he's probably never going to be good enough for us. But he's worth a little bit of money there, 500k to 1.2 million. So hopefully we get some money for him down the line if I do sell him. But yeah, as I said, he's not really developed the way I'd like him to. If he does develop amazingly well this season, then we'll see about him. But yeah, I don't think he's going to be one for the future for us anymore, unfortunately. And also, Yatiki has gone to SV Lafnitz for 500k. Bit of a cult hero here for me. Clearly, he's not good enough, but I did like him. He always seemed to impress when he played for some reason. And I wanted to keep him about as a third-choice striker. But unfortunately for us, he wanted to leave. He had enough, wanted a new challenge. So he's gone to SV Lafnitz in the First Division for 500k. Wouldn't say I'm happy to see him go, but of course it's not really a big loss. Also, some more sales to talk of, but again, they're popping up in Young Violets Austria. We just checked that out now. Tarek Rusevic has gone to Gleesdorf 09 for 20k. Not really anything to say about him, he's pretty useless. Pazarek has gone to Sturmgratz for 300k as well. Quite happy with this sale because he hasn't got high potential at all, to be honest. You see there. Could turn out to be a Premier Division level player in the future, probably more realistically a First Division player, and with a centre back, he's probably 10th in line, 11th in line of the best centre backs in the club. So yeah, no use for him whatsoever. And 300k is quite a lot of money, of course, at this level. And Philip Afua has gone to Altac for 70k. He's nowhere near good enough. Had some potential about him, didn't develop as well. You see it, his graph here, it's just awful, absolutely awful. So happy to see the back of him as well. And that's all the sales, that's all the signings. Very happy with the business we've done this season. Also worth noting, obviously I extended the loans of Lucas Mai, Chukwemeka and Louis Barry as well. So that is absolutely great. Anyway, played a few games at the start of the new season, of course. Won every single game so far, which is absolutely great. Even the friendlies as well, look. So been a brilliant start to the season. We started off the new season away to FC Malwork, beat them 5-1 in the FA Cup first round. Actually played them in the first round before as well, so played them twice now. Won the game very comfortably, of course. Hammond, Dietel, Djukic with a brace, and Ristanic with a goal in this game. After that, he played Altak in the first league game of the season, beat them 3-0 very comfortably. Satriano, Mai, and Chukwemeka on the score sheet there. We then played Sturm Graz away from home, brilliant win that, beat them 3-0. Last season, we played Sturm Graz away at the start of the season, we lost that game, so I was a bit nervous going into this one, but we beat them 3-0 very comfortably. Ristanic with a brace in this game, which was very nice. After that, we played SV Ried away, beat them 2-1. Not so comfortable, but we got the win in the end. Satriano with a brace in this game. After that, played Austria Klagenfurt at home. Beat them 3-0 very comfortably as well. Hammond, Beck and Lettner on the score sheet there. And we just played Red Star Belgrade at home in the Champions League Champions Path playoff first leg. Obviously, you finish top of the Austrian Premier Division, you go straight through to the Champions League group stage. But at the end of last season, not this season, the season before last, because the Austrian Premier Division went down the rankings, we lost our Champions League group stage. Players have to go through the playoff now. We've now gone back up to go into the group stage again because we've risen the rankings again. But this season we have to qualify through the playoff, which is a little bit disappointing. But saying that, we just beat Red Star 6-2. So all we need to do is avoid a full goal defeat in the next game, and we're guaranteed to go through to the group stage. So that is why I'm not showing the Red Star game in this episode here today, because I highly doubt we are going to lose by 4-0, to be honest. They did take the lead in this game, though, through Filippo Falcao in the 12th minute, but it was a bit of a riot after that. Lucas Mai went 1-1, and in the second half, it was just an absolute rout. Lucas Mai got his second goal to make it 2-1. Hammond made it 3-1, and sure enough, off the bench, scored a 5-minute hat-trick. He scored in the 71st, 73rd, and 76th minute, which is absolute madness. They got a late consolation goal, but I think the damage was done at this point. 6-2 win there. And as I said, we played against our future player in this game, where is he? He's not even there. Where's he gone? Is he rotting in the under-19? What is he doing in the under-19s, Red Star? Absolutely terrible. Yeah, Babic. Maybe he didn't play against us then. Maybe I'm completely wrong. Anyway, he's joining us, of course. And also, another one who's on my radar from Red Star is Novaka Tanovic. Can't get him on a free transfer, of course, but yeah, he looks very exciting, doesn't he? He's one certainly on my radar. He's not so important for me right now. Also, out of money now, but yeah. He's one player that you could see in the Austria Vienna team in the future as well. So yeah, great win against Red Star there. That's why I'm not showing you the away game, because it's not going to happen. I will fast forward things after this Rapid Vienna game though, because we had a Champions League group stage draw after the Red Star game. So if we are losing 3 or 4-0, I'll probably bring you back to that game at some point. But I don't think it's going to happen. But I will feature the Champions League group stage in this episode today as well. So in terms of the league table, of course, we are top of the league currently. 4 wins out of 4, which is absolutely great. In terms of the season preview, Pitch finished second, 7-1. Salzburg is still strong favourites. Look at the team. The Media Dream 11 here is just dominated by Salzburg players. Who's this? That's the last goalkeeper then. 8 Salzburg players, sorry. 1 from Rapid Vienna. Lucas Mai from us as well. So they do really like Salzburg in this league still. You know, you've got Mkhitaryan here now. You've got Benrahma, Darun, Nathan Aki, Alario. But the way they were so pathetic last season, I do fancy our chances of winning the title again. Anyway, enough babbling from me. Let's get this to the Rapid Vienna game. Also, one more thing I should mention before we start this game. Our record against Rapid Vienna is sensational. Played them 12 times, won 8, drew 3, and only lost 1 game. That was the third time playing them. We actually won our last 5 games against Rapid Vienna. So, despite being away from home here, I'm very confident we can get the win, and hopefully we can do it. And this is the team for today's game. We've got Fruchtel in goal, Tegel right back, El Shibi left back, Dietel and Mai centre backs. We've got Chukwemeka, Oliveira, and Damako in midfield. Beck on the right, Stanic on the left, and Satriano up front. Also, a bit of news is Durast. I rejected a bid from PSG for Durast. PSG after him, not after him now. But the offer they made for him was just disgustingly bad. It's like 400k or something stupid. What on earth do they think they're doing? But yeah, Durast is attracting interest from PSG. Also, Dietel has got Man United and Aston Villa after him. He also had Bayern Munich after him at one point as well. A couple of other teams. So yeah, Dietel, with that minimum fee release clause, he might leave at some point, to be honest. 12.75 million. Did try and offer him a new contract, but it only increased his minimum fee release clause to like 13.5 million. So I didn't see the point. I'll just wait to lay down the line. Just hope someone doesn't match it, and we're able to extend his contract and get rid of that minimum fee release clause. But it looks inevitable that he's going to leave at some point. What his value is, the teams are starting to come in for him, so that's disappointing. But it was expected at some point, unfortunately for us. Also, El Shiwi had a big team after him as well. Can't remember who it was, but they've gone missing now as well. But Dietel, El Shiwi's minimum fee release clause as well, of course, of 13.5 million. These two might leave in the future, we shall see. But Duras with PSG after him keeps improving all the time as well. No minimum fee release clause for him. He's a long-term replacement for El Shiwi as well, of course. And also, Gutierrez hasn't started a game this season. He was on international duty with Argentina under 23s. Oh, he has got an fee release clause. Oh, dear. Han Lettner hasn't got one now anyway. Anyway, enough talk about minimum fee release clauses. Let's get to the Vienna Derby. Rapid Vienna away from home. Can we win this one, extend our great record against them? Well, let's find out. As I said, 5 wins on the bounce against Rapid. They've only beaten us once in the entire series, so hopefully we can extend that record here against them today. That would be absolutely great. Please remember, guys, to hit that like button if you like this video, and also hit that subscribe button as well. It'd really help me out, and it's much appreciated. So this game has not started off great, has it? Yet to see a highlight in the game. Not a single shot on target in the game yet. Finally we get a highlight. I think it's time to demand some more though. It's been pathetic so far. It's Rapid with the ball. He's still yet to have a shot in the game, not just a shot on target. Here's Piatkowski to Kronberger. Are they going to score their first shot, really? Oh my word. What on earth just happened there? I thought he was offside, but apparently he wasn't. What on earth sort of save was that, by the way? That was very bizarre. Anyway, the game is starting to finally liven up, and Rapid Vienna seem to have turned up finally, which is not good news for us. Anyone going to pressure Ullmann there? No, Fruchtel with an easy catch, but no one pressing down Ullmann, which is a bit bizarre there. So 35 minutes in, we're yet to see anything from us. Now we finally will, because we've got a free kick here. Tegel to take it, is it? It is Tegel. Probably shoot from this position. They always shoot, don't they? Will he score though? Tegel? No, it's over the bar. They always shoot. Anything 40 yards or closer, they always shoot, no matter what. Which is a bit annoying, because that wouldn't happen in real life, would it? Wouldn't happen in real life. He won't shoot from there, though. He passes it to Ristanic, though. Back to Tegel. I have no idea what Tegel's doing. Tegel and Petrovic, what are you doing? That is so un-George Tegel-like. But anyway, get the ball back. Here's Beck. Starting play to Barry today, who started off the season very poorly. Here's Satriano to Ristanic. Back to Satriano. Got a score. Oh my word. What a wasted effort. What a wasted effort that was. Shuranov just got a hat-trick in the last game off the bench. Shuranov probably would have buried that, so that was disappointing. Last highlight before half-time. Can we score just before half-time? Chukwemeka, look in the right. Look down the right. What are you doing? Tegel don't score goals. Tegel don't score goals. Maybe he does score goals. I don't think he scored a single goal last season, actually, Tegel. Got 18 assists, but not a single goal. But he scores in this game, and we take the lead again in the Vienna Derby. That is a shock. We are just... Yeah, Vienna is violet, guys. Vienna is completely violet. There's no green in Vienna left. No one can see... The Rapid Vienna fans don't even turn out in their kit anymore. It's that embarrassing for them. Get in. George Tegel with the goal there. And we lead the Vienna Derby again. But we shouldn't get too cocky here, because there's a long way to go. 10 minutes into the second half, and not much to talk about here. We're firmly the better team in the game, though. Firmly the better team. It's only 1-0. I'd love a second goal, to be honest. Chukwemeka is tired, so we'll take him off. Bring on... I didn't put Jukas on the bench. Bring on Grill, though. Grill can play there, can he? I feel like having a change up the top front three there as well. Hammond has been brilliant so far this season as well. I think he's got 3 goals and 4 assists, so he's absolutely flying. Here's Oliveira, great signing he's been. Brilliant signing. Passes to Beck. He's been that great. I signed him as backup to Damaku. That in 3 games, I'm already considering the fact that he might be better than Damaku already at 17. So anyway, Charles make it 2. No, he's offside. Also, of course, we've got Babic joining as well in January, who's a ball midfielder. So Damaku might be sold in January. We shall see. He can still play as a box-to-box midfielder. So I don't want to do anything too rash, but. Great ball midfielders there at the club now. Anyway, haven't seen much from Rapid in this game. Haven't seen anything from Rapid in this game, but good save from Fruchtel. Junior Adumu threw on goal there. I think he played for Salzburg. He was on my radar a little bit, but Not quite good enough for me. Anyway, you got a corner out of it. Horvath to take it. Deep corner, very deep corner. Fructal with another save. I wouldn't say he's made a great save in the game, but he's certainly keeping us in it a little bit here. Final change of the game. You know what, let's take off Satriano. Let's be on Shuranov. Shuranov got a hat-trick in the last game, of course, off the bench in 5 minutes. 10 minutes to go. We are leading the game. We are the better team, but it's only 1-0. I say we're the better team. They've had double amount of shots on target as us. They've had 4, we've had 2, which is a bit poor. Anyway, here's Ristinic. We make it 2-0. What are you doing? What on earth is that? That is pathetic from Ristinic there. Absolutely pathetic. Anyway, here's Valci to Ilsanka. No, you'll deal with that. Yeah, T, you'll deal with that. Oh my word, what are you doing? It's dealt with. Sure enough, you can win the header. Nope. Oliveira's there. Pass it to Mako. Come on, get a second goal here. Here's Ristinic. Don't give it away again. That's it. Oliveira. Back to Dietel with his green headband. Dietel, sign a new contract. Give it that minimum fee release clause, you div. It's making me nervous now. Not with shots like that, though. Not with shots like that. 5 minutes to go. Can we see this one out? Come on, boys. It's be our 6th win in a row against Rapid if we see this one out. Back on the highlight again. 3 minutes to go. Here's Brugger. To Horvath. That's got to be dealt with. El Shiri, absolutely rapid. One of the fastest players in the game. 19 acceleration he's got. And 18 pace. Not getting past him. Even Mbappe would struggle to get past him. Where is the composure, though? This is terrible. Teagle, thank you. Come on, let's make it 2-0 here. 2-0 here? 2-0 here. Teagle, for his second goal. I don't know how to process that, to be honest. What on earth are they doing? Oh my word, what a shocking pass from Teagle, by the way. What are they doing? Shuranov couldn't believe his eyes. He literally could not believe his eyes there. What on earth just happened? What on earth just happened? That's hilarious. That is one of the most hilarious goals I've ever seen in any Football Manager. Imagine that happening in real life. Imagine the Rapid fans. My word, I think there'd be a riot. I think there'd genuinely be a riot. Anyway, here's Teagle. Well, I think that's the game now. They basically just gifted us the game. Sure enough, he might be offside, but this man is an absolute freak off the bench. It's been 5 goals in like 40 total minutes. It is. It's like 5 goals in 40 minutes for him. And now it's just an absolute rout. We destroyed them late on here. Yeah, it's put up. Get in. Get in. Well, I think we deserved to win in the end, to be honest. They certainly helped things there with giving Shuranov a goal in the 89th minute. It was a very nerve-wracking ending, but what on earth are those defenders doing? I have no idea. And Shuranov again with 2 goals off the bench. He's absolutely flying, as I said. Look at that performance side from these players here. Fructal with a 7.6, Teagle 8.1. Mai and Dietel did really well. El Shiri as well. These 3 did well. Oliveira again with a 7.2. He's an absolute beast, I'm telling you. He's unbelievable. Shuranov off the bench did absolutely amazing as well. So, what a performance that is. A 3-0 win away to Rapid Vienna. That's our 6th win in a row against them. So, we really love playing them. Really, really love playing them. And as I said, Vienna is violet. Always violet. Anyway, what a win that is. As I said, I'm going to play a Red Star game off camera now because I don't... Yeah. If somehow we're losing 3-0... or even maybe even 2-0, I'll bring you back for that and we can watch the game together. But I don't think it's going to happen. So make sure you stick around though, because straight after that game, we've got the Champions League group stage draw, and let's see who we'll get in the Champions League. That was one hell of a goal fest. Probably would have liked that game, to be honest. Beat Red Star 4-3 away from home. Beat them 10-5 on aggregate. What a couple of games that was. 15 goals in 2 games is quite madness. Shuranov got another hat-trick in this game. So he's now scored 8 goals in 3 matches. And bear in mind, he came on the 70th minute mark in 2 of those games as well. So that's pretty insane, it has to be said. Also, Satriano came off the bench to go a goal as well there. So 4 goals, conceded 3 though, which is disappointing. And Blaswich, Letna and Durast didn't have very good games there, unfortunately. Also got a serious injury to talk of to Djukic. He's out for 3 to 5 months with a hip injury. Unfortunately, we cannot terminate his loan either. So that's a bit of a kick in the teeth. Probably going to have to call a player up from the under-18s or the for the B team, to be honest. Not really a Mazzala type in here. Obviously, got Hack there who can play as a centre midfielder, but yeah, he's not really the same sort of player as Djukic, unfortunately. And in the B team, same, you've got Ammerman there, but not really a Mazzala type. So might have to go and try and sign a loan player again. I'm not sure what's going. But saying that, I've got Babic joining in January, haven't I? So we might be alright. We might be alright into that. Also, one thing I forgot to mention as well, Heinrich, trying to loan him out, but unfortunately no one of note is interested in loaning him. But he has got Porto sniffing after him and Brentford as well. So they keep making offers for him, but he's not going anywhere. Not going anywhere. Anyway, let's get to the Champions League group stage draw then. We've seeded 4th again, of course, but our rating keeps going up, I think. So we look at the seed, well, it's 26.5, so it's still really low down. It's just be a while before a third season, maybe after this season. We shall see. Anyway, let's get started with the automatic draw here. Who was in our group last season? Bayern Munich, Lyon, and Napoli. So, well, we'll see if we can get anything easier than that. Obviously, we finished in 3rd place in the end, qualified for the Europa League. We got knocked out to Bayer Leverkusen, unfortunately. Anyway, looking at the first seeds here, well, probably fancy Ajax of those teams, to be honest. Ajax and Man United, though, that's a tricky one. Obviously, always the first 2 seasons will be tricky, aren't they? Barcelona, but we almost got through Bayer Leverkusen last season in the Europa League, so that group is appealing to me a little bit there. Juventus and Red Bull Leipzig as well. Possibility there, I think. It's a possibility. Check out the 3rd seeds, is where we really see how it's going. That group is looking disgusting now. Dinamo Kiev as well. They've never beaten us. This group on Group C. I want Group C. Club Brugge in Group E. Group C or Group E, please. Group C or Group E. Group H as well. PSV in there and Roma. Anyway, here comes the 4th seeds. Group C. On Group C. Yes, Group C. Get in. Get in. It looks like a tricky group, of course, but Bayer Leverkusen knocked us out on penalties last season. Dinamo Kiev are still yet to beat us as well. Obviously, Barcelona are probably going to smash us, but I think we've genuinely got an opportunity there to finish in 2nd place. Do I realistically think we'll finish in 2nd place? No. But we have a chance. We definitely have we can beat Dinamo Kiev and Bayer Leverkusen at home. Then we've definitely got a chance. And we are certainly capable of that. So that's probably the best group we could have got, to be honest. Or Group E, which, with Club Brugge in there. Red Bull Leipzig as well, but all in all, we're proving ourselves against Bayer Leverkusen and Dinamo Kiev. Bayer Leverkusen was a goal fest last season, of course. Lucas might have a hat-trick against them. I don't think that's going to happen again. But yeah, Dinamo Kiev, we played them a few times as well, so yeah, excited about that. Very exciting times. Yeah, Dinamo Kiev, I think we played them 4 times. Yeah, played them 4 times, 1-1, drew 3, so we need to beat them at home if we're going to get through in 2nd place. We have beaten them at home in the past. Stefan Beck with 2 goals there. Was that last season? It was last season, yeah. So Stefan Beck with 2 goals there. And Bayer Leverkusen, of course, played them last season. Beat them at home. He beat them at home 2-1. And we lost 4-3 away and lost on penalties. So definitely got a chance against Dinamo Kiev and Bayer Leverkusen. Beat them 2-1 at home in the last 2 games against them too. So even Barcelona, we beat them at home. It's possible. Unlikely, but possible. So anyway, in terms of the next episode, well, I think I know when I'm going to bring you back. I'm going to bring you back for Barcelona away and Salzburg at home. What an episode that's going to be. Barcelona away from home. Trip to the Camp Nou or Nou Camp, whatever you want to call it. Got some games coming up before that. Of course, we've got Bayer Leverkusen at home in the group stage. The first group game. Hopefully we can win that game. We beat them last season 2-1, so there's no reason to think we cannot win that game. So we shall see about that. If we don't win that game, a bit like last season, Lyon at home, should have won that game. Should have won the game. So if we don't beat Bayer Leverkusen, I think that's it over. We're finishing in 2nd place, to be honest. We're probably not going to beat Barcelona. We're probably not going to win any of the away games, to be honest. So we need to win our home games. We've got any chance of finishing 2nd. And also, we want to finish in 3rd again at least, so we can qualify for the Europa League. But yeah, Bayer Leverkusen at home coming up. Got Lask at home as well in the league. Got a very tricky away game in the Austrian FA Cup 2nd round. Of course, we beat Admira Wacker Modling in the FA Cup final last season. Got to play them away in the 2nd round this season, so that's tricky. Wolfsburg away as well. So I've got some tricky games coming up, but in terms of the next episode, Barcelona away and Salzburg at home. So make sure you don't miss that one, guys. It's going to be a tasty one. And thank you very much for watching this video. Please remember, if you like the video, to hit that like button for me. And also hit that subscribe button, please, guys. Only 1 away from 500 now. Hopefully, we can get that very soon. And thanks again for watching. And I'll see you for the next one.